I think the second season really kicked it up a notch, and um, it was just a joy to film. We just wrapped last week. We were in New Mexico for 4 months, and we've got new people on board. We got new showrunners who I think really helps us find our footing. I think the show is a lot more of what it always was, but I think we're embracing the tone of Midnight. I mean, I've been embracing the tone of Midnight more enthusiastically than ever before, and I feel like it's just so cool to be able to do all of this in the same show. I think for it to be scary and emotional, but also just funny and tongue-in-cheek and sarcastic, and it's really been a trip.
Craziest fan experience at a Comic-Con ever?
Well, I haven't done that many Comic-Cons. We were just in San Diego. I don't know, nothing too crazy. I mean, nothing too crazy. I just enjoy watching the people in the costumes and nothing. No one's attacked us yet.
Yet.
My question, in terms of what do you feel the next chapter or the next evolution of your character should be? Or do you have any preference in terms of what they're doing to the character, or where you want to take it?
What was really cool is that when the writers came on board, the finale last season ended with Manfred being possessed by a bunch of demon spirits, and I gave a call to the new writers, and I said, and I never do that, but I said, you do what you have to do, but I would love to see Manfred just exploring the aftermath of that, and just paying the price a little bit, and if you can lean into, I don't know, maybe it was I don't know what it was, maybe it was what was going on socially, politically, that made me enraged. But I was like, if you can lean into him being into Manfred's anger, that would be great. I want to shout. And they just went with it. So it was, really, really pleasure. The whole arc of Manfred this season is it was just a real pleasure to work on.
I know Freak is not going to be on this season. I was wondering how is that going to...
Well, that's not true. I mean, she's not a regular. So she's not a regular, but she'll definitely be there. She's very much there in the first episode, and then she's there. She's there. She's in and out of town all throughout the second season. But what happens is that because Manfred is experiencing these nightmares, these visions that may turn out to be real and not dreams, where he's hurting the people he loves. She's been through a lot with her family her brother being a psychopath, and her father being sort of an apologist for that. She feels like she's been through it, and so she's ready to pursue other ventures. She wants to be a writer, and so she wants to study. She doesn't want to be a waitress in a one-stop town her life. And she's had enough, of being threatened in her own home. It's been hard for her, and so I think Manfred understands that. And so they go through the normal ups and downs of any relationship, but it's definitely heightened by the fact that Manfred is trying to kill her. Yeah. So, there you go.
Have you ever experienced any supernatural, happenings?
There was this thing that I went through. It's like sleep paralysis.
Right.
And there was a horror documentary on Netflix that was called The Nightmare. It came out a year or two ago, and it follows 5 people who go through the same thing. And it's like you see yourself, you can't move in bed, and then you sort of get out of yourself, and you can see yourself not being able to move, and I would wake up feeling very tense, as if I've been trying to move physically, and I would have neck pain, and then in the documentary, which I couldn't bring myself to watch. I was too scared, but I saw the trailer, and they have like a supernatural explanation for it. It's like evil presence is in the room, and so see, I'm getting goosebumps just talking about it. So I can't. I try to stay away from from the supernatural as much as possible, except on TV. I think the real world is hard enough to get through as it is.
Oh,
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
oh.